Greetings and welcome to Eagle Creek Springs, a tributary of the Sol Duc River at mile 41. The Sol Duc River flows into the Quileute River, which flows into the Pacific Ocean at La Push, Washington. The summer of 2023 started in the spring. We put in some eco blocks to lock down the logs 1 through 4. That's got that done before the atmosphere rivers came back in the fall. So once we got those in place, it got us moving into the woody material phase, where we gathered a bunch of trees and and put them out along the edge of the creek so we could use them for the summer school program that we've got going later on. We did a grant with the Pacific Coast Salmon Coalition and the Quileute Valley School District. Came together and applied for a grant from Washington State Recreation and Conservation Office and was awarded the grant. And what that ended up doing was bringing the kids out to Eagle Creek Springs for 3 days of summer school. I had a lot of help and cooperation from a lot of different people. So here's some summer school activity.
Alright.
And well, this road you came in on, this is the Spruce Railroad line. It was built for World War I. The Army Corps of Engineers built it, and they came in here to get spruce trees to build the biplanes for the war. You know, you ever see the old movies with the airplanes with 2 wings on them? Well, they're made out of spruce wood and paper, covering them, canvas. And anyway, that wood was special because it was all old growth spruce around here, and they wanted it for their planes. But funny story is, they never finished the railroad in time before the war ended. So not one of the trees they cut down ever went to World War I, but the railroad was here. So this used to be a rail line. That car right there is a replica. The bottom of it and the rails actually came from a coal mine up in the Pish area, up there by Joyce, kind of. Oh, woody debris.
What? I'm not recording.
What this does is it gives a place for the fish to hide, right? And protect them from the birds. And also that wood, once it's in the water, start eating algae on it. And then the bugs start eating algae. And then fish start eating the bugs. So you're not only providing a home for them, you're also helping in their food supply with this job.
Is that all the fragments of DNA from all of the fish in here will get captured on this little tiny filter. So we don't actually have to see the fish. We can just find little pieces of DNA in here and know that that fish was here. And DNA doesn't last forever. So if we're finding these DNA fragments, that means the fish has probably been here pretty recently. Okay, so while everything has DNA, fish leave DNA in the water.
Station 3.
Alright, now I can extend our boom our filters in the water. We can start filtering. Pulling water through, and pretty soon, yep, you can already see it, water coming out the other side. The water is getting pulled through those filters, it's coming up in this tube, it's going through this machine, and then it's going down there. And what's happening inside this machine is it's giving us more information about how much silt is in the water, how much water is being pulled through. A lot of really interesting information that we can also make, we can also learn more about salmon, where they're going, and what they're up to. What this is doing is it's creating another data set. You guys know what data is? Data is information. It's what we know. So, for example, if we found a king salmon in here, that would be data. And the more data we have, the more we can learn about salmon. Because salmon are born in places like this. They spend their early life when they're really little in here. And as they start to get bigger, they get closer and closer to the ocean. They make their way down to La Push.
All along the river. What do you guys think is going to happen?
It gets into the water and it's bad for the fish because they can't breathe.
Why would the bear do that?
It gets in their lungs.
Awesome. There you go.
Why would the bear do
There you go. So it rains, right? Yeah. And it rains really hard, and all of this soil is going to end up into the river, right?
Why does it smell like chocolate?
Why do you think? It's chocolate powder. It's supposed to be soil. But look at this. You're out here fishing, right? And all of this soil comes down and it gets out in here. And where do you think this might be?
In the ocean.
Exactly.
The ocean?
Yep. Okay. Here, you haven't got
It's just germs inside crab.
It's exactly. Good job. Good job. All right, I'm getting rid of these tickets. Here you go. It is bacteria that is in our guts. It's in the guts of cows. It's in the guts of our cats, our dogs. And what fecal coliform bacteria, the reason that is important is because if we test our water and we find fecal coliform bacteria in it, what do you think that means? We go out to the river and we test the water and there's fecal coliform bacteria.
Don't drink it.
What does that mean? It means that there's
Chocolate
poop
flavored.
in the water, right?
Doesn't mean it's
And
good
if
to drink.
there's poop in the water, they're gonna close our shellfishing. They're not.
Yeah, good job. So, water quality, you can write that down. Water quality is how good is your water or how bad is your water. What is the quality of your water? Quality of that Seahawks sweatshirt is awesome.
Oh.
That's quality, right? Like good or bad. All right. So, how do we measure water quality? We measure it through 4 different things I'm going to show you today. Water quality through 4 different things I'm going to show you. One is temperature. So if you had bath water and you had cool river water, what do you think a fish would like? Cooler river water. Here you go. Awesome, yeah. So what is can you tell me the temperature on that? Can you read that? 9.7.
I didn't see it.
Oh, that's okay. No,
9.7
yeah.
Celsius?
Yep, Celsius. Good job. And so if you were a fish, 9.7 is less than 12 degrees, so that means it's good water quality. Anything below 16 is good in the summer. If you get to 22, 23 degrees Celsius, the fish will start to die. Yeah, pretty crazy. So we're going to move on to pH. So we got temperature, now we got pH. Okay, can everybody picture what a lemon tastes like in their mouth?
Sour.
Sour, right? You go, oh, it's sour. That's acidic. Lemons are acidic. So you can see lemons are about a 2 on the pH scale. And then can you guys smell bleach? Like when you close your eyes, can you smell bleach when your mom cleans, if somebody cleans the toilet? Yeah, right? That's really, really, I'd say less acidic or more basic. So water is right here in the middle. Water wants to be 7. Thank you for coming back. Okay, so water is a 7. And so this one is a pH 4. And then this one's a pH 7, which is what we want. And this one's a pH 10. So we use these to calibrate our instrument, which is this. But what we want is for fish, we want it to be 6.5 to 8.5. That is the state law. We want it right in that range for fish. Anything above or below won't be healthy for fish. All right, so we got temperature, we got pH, and this is dissolved oxygen. Okay, how do fish breathe in the water? Anybody?
Gills.
Gills, good job. And do they breathe like oxygen like us, like that?
No.
Yeah, no, they have to have oxygen that's dissolved in the water. So this has been sitting here for like 20 minutes, and there's not a lot of dissolved oxygen in there. It's just sitting there and stagnant. But if I were to shake it up, see all those air bubbles in there? Yeah, that's for them to breathe. Awesome, good job. And so that makes the fish be able to get dissolved oxygen in their water. Well, take a look around. Do you see how this kind of thing could happen? The dissolving of water?
Air.
Air goes into the water, yeah?
From the flow of water dumping and making bubbles.
Yeah.
For the fish to breathe.
Brilliant. Yeah, so you put wood in the river and the water will go under the wood or over the wood and it will dissolve the oxygen. It will create that oxygen bubbles in there. Awesome. I'm impressed. Okay, Does someone want to grab some dirt and put it in here? Yeah, you can grab the dirt and put it in here. So what did Megan talk about when somebody tills their soil in their yard or in their pasture? This is an example. So go ahead, yeah. So this could be from a farm that just tilled their soil. It also could be from logging roads. You know, you drive those bumpy logging roads, and what happens is it gets into our water system, it gets mixed up, and it gets really turbid. So if you were a fish, which one would you want? I'll let her answer. Yeah, awesome, yep. Yeah, I'll get you to
So after Salmon Camp was over, I had about 10 days to get ready for the Boy Scout Troop 1539 to come out to put in some more woody debris. This year was kind of a bad year for that. There was a campfire ban, and also the river had an emergency closure for Chinook salmon, but it closed the whole river down. The hatchery expected to see 900 returning Chinook, and they got 47. So I shut the river system down completely. And these Boy Scouts came out anyway and did a great job, and I'd like to thank them tremendously for coming. These are really the true believers in salmon habitat restoration. So thank you very much.